What up, it's your boy Dvrth again with another video, and today we are here with Hunter x Hunter episode 145. Last episode we got a fantastic showing of Leorio in his campaign speech, which he may have started off a little rough with the whole jerking off thing and stuff, but he found his footing, and really gave a speech that, while maybe didn't strike a chord personally with the crowd, struck a chord with the viewer, i.e. myself, I guess, and still got the crowd riled up. Now, the last episode was really cool because we had the, like, as I called it, the musical chairs being played with the votes, which was a really cool thing to see because instead of everybody wanting to win the election, they actually want to pass on their votes to someone else and lose. However, Pariston, while you would think that he'd want to win, he actually doesn't want to win or lose. Pariston wants to prolong it, which, if there's anything that I can say Hunter x Hunter does a really good job of, is that sometimes they'll take a concept and do a little bit more than just subvert expectations. They kind of go the extra mile with it. So really good stuff that last episode. Really enjoyed it. But now I'm going to assume we're going to be healing going this episode. There's just no way we prolong it any longer or any more. He's got to get back up. His dad's about to leave. We need them to have a conversation. So if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to send that in. As always, my social media links are going to be in the description below. And if you want these episodes early, subscribe to my Patreon. Links are going to be in the description for that as well. I really appreciate everybody that subscribes to the Patreon. Y'all are fucking amazing. We also have a Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter or anything else that we're watching on the channel. Would love to see you there. So with all that being said, let's get our headphones, make sure they're on, them bitches is on, and let's just get into it in 3, 2, 1, go. It's my dog, bro. Really my dog. Can't nobody tell me different. That is really my dog. I really hope we get that nigga back, bro. I mean, we will. There's no doubt about it. Unless they want to subvert expectations again, be like, ah, nigga, Gon died yesterday. Oh my god, that. Hold on, that would be a little bit too dark. Even for Hunter x Hunter, when it gets dark, it gets very dark. That may be a little too dark. But yeah, I'm sure they will fix him up here in this episode and finally have that friendship back. That's what I really need. You can smile. You know, I might not fuck with this OP, but that nigga is definitely singing his fucking heart out on this track, bro. He is getting into that track. Defeat and reunion. Okay. Okay, I like the sounds of that latter half. Okay, Beans, don't fail me. Who is it? Who is it? Please let it hit the hit. Well, I didn't see what the percentage was. Uh, uh, oh no. Come on, bro. Okay. This nigga, bro. Look at my dog. All bandaged up and stuff. This is my dog. My God. I already had a small thing for Palm in the beginning. When we first met her. Now, Demon Palm? Mm. Mm. I'm hey. Mm. That's all I'm gonna say. My God, the anticipation must be killing. Here we go. Help a nigga out. Yo, it's good. Help a nigga out. Man. My God, that would be great. Oh. Yeah, we got a whole adventure. Yeah, we got a whole adventure ahead of us. It's all good. He really wants this. Oh my God. Oh my God. I I I forgot that he has that fucking bug on her. You would think so. You would think so. Sometimes that suffering is all worth it just to see that light again. Is there something request? Or, ooh, ooh, my God. What time is okay. Okay. Gotcha. So that's why she dipped. Something fixes. Okay. Gotcha. Some ground rules or some a bit of understanding. It would be nice, wouldn't it? Just to have Aluka be Aluka. I don't think he can. Let me see. He's got to get his hand. Oh my fucking. Oh. Oh God. Jesus. He looks like Netero, which makes sense. Oh my God. Uh, that is. Oh, yeah. Killua has to be going. Yeah, going through it. I. That's funny. Cool. Oh, well, it was no small feat. All that power that Gon had, it's gonna have to be exercised in some way. So yeah, it makes sense. That's crazy. Good lord. Yes. Yes. That's insane. And everybody's just looking. Holy fuck. What? Oh my god, they felt it. Holy shit. Dude, Jesus. You feel that? I know you feel that. Don't play like you don't feel that. And he's excited. God, Pariston. Hate you, bro. Love you though. That is incredible. Uh, buddy. Oh, buddy. What you got going? Illumi. Can't you please go get some help? Oh my. Get some fucking help, bro. Get some fucking help. What you gotta say, Pariston? You talking shit? Whatever the fuck I want. Real shit. And I'll make all of you help me. Let's go. That's real shit. Shit, I know somebody that is. Or close to it. Man, fuck that organization. Yeah, oh god, fuck that organization. I don't give a fuck. I'm just here to save going, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Yeah. No. Just kidding. Yeah, Brian got no questions, bro. Fuck all that. Trying to get in. What? Nigga, oh my god. Bro, are you fucking serious? What the what? Jesus. Favorite advice and think I mean, if she was staying. Oh my god! But since he's the only one up there, it's 1-1. Oh, you fucking bitch! You're such a bitch! You're such a bitch! Oh, this is so stupid, bro. I hate if you say something stupid. Jesus, that's tough. Bro, no way he's getting one more jab in. It's a good one. Are those the ones that says like, hey bro, you gotta wait till somebody becomes a demon? What a bitch, bro. He's such a bitch. He doesn't. Oh my god. She's just having fun. You piece of shit. You piece of shit, you. What you got for me, Cheeto? What you got for me? Real shit. So we got some structure if Leorio does win. Yeah. Yep. There you go. There you go. Yep. She will guide him. Yep. There you go. There. Good one. Good. Don't worry about Leorio. Don't even worry about it. Hey, shut the fuck up, Leorio. I know how you be. What? Is it him? Is it him? Moral? Is it my dog? Yes! 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 Fuck yeah! Fuck this! Fuck this election! I don't give a fuck about this shit! I don't give a fuck about. My nigga drip down to the nines in some Balenciaga hospital gowns. Oh my god. Gotta fucking wipe my fucking forehead. I'm sweating and shit. It's my dog. My dog. It's everybody. It's everybody, nigga. It's my dog, bro. Yes. Fuck this election, bro. I do not care about it no more. I do not care about it no more. I don't care, bro. Hug a nigga, bro. Hug a nigga, bro. Damn, that nigga's bird is crazy as fuck. Oh. God damn, nigga, how are y'all gliding like that? You look fucking horrible, dog. Oh man, that's great. Oh, there goes Gordon Ramsay. Fantastic. Yeah, yeah. Who's the ball guy? Okay. You want to still keep that shit under wraps. Understandable. Fuck you. Jesus. Uh huh. Oh. So he just knew. He was like, yeah, he's good. Jesus Christ. He took a fucking gamble and it worked. That's I hate Pariston, but I love him. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, he just knew. Yeah, he just knew he knew he was in the money when he saw that. Ah, fuck you, fuck you. Oh man, he saw all the pieces falling into place. That's crazy. That's so sick. I hate you, Pariston, but I hope that you stay around for a very long time. That's all he needed. Yep. I was about to say, no, he just trusts Jing. He just trusts Jing. Oh man. That's so crazy. That's so crazy. Parisong is such a demon. Run for chairman. That nigga don't give a fuck about none of that. Speech! Speech! Bro, why is he getting choked out? You see him? Yeah, you bitch! You bitch! You snitch! Why are you snitching? Why are you snitching, bro? That's funny. Had to happen at some point. Yeah, this is all he's gonna. Yeah. Oh man. Man, my dog is back. My dog is back. Oh man, it's great. I miss Kurapika. I wish he was here. I really wish Kurapika was here. Honestly, I wish Kurapika was just a part of the story more. Like, of course, he had the spiders, but man, I wish he was in the story for real. Like, I feel like Kurapika would just be the cherry on top of this. He would have been like the cherry on top of this entire anime. Oh, it would have been so nice. It would have been so nice if we got more Kurapika. I mean, we still have a little bit of time, but you know what I mean. Like, I wish he was in the, you know. Mm-mm-mm, 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 mm-mm, mm-mm-mm, bam, bam. Ah, that's my dogs for real, bro. Those really my dogs, bro. Really my dogs. Hey, nope. Oh, got my nigga back. That's fantastic. That is great. Um, man. Okay. So, got going back. Great. I'm elated. I'm genuinely elated. Um, so we'll start from the beginning of this episode. Because in all reality, not too much happened, but we got some good shit in this episode, right? So the election continues on. It is just as interesting as I would assume it to be. Just as interesting as it has been for these past couple of episodes that's been going on. But election keeps going. Leorio's in first, of course, with everything that went down in the last episode and the votes being passed around and stuff like that. I expected Leorio to be in the running. My worry with Leorio, which I probably should have talked about a little bit more, was whether he would care about this after Gon was healed. Because all throughout his campaign, his whole thing was that I don't care about this job, dog. I really don't care about this job. I'm using this as a means to an end to help my friend. I don't care about being the chairman or anything like that. I don't want to answer any questions. If I do give you a speech, it's going to be a speech on why you should help my friend. That I could not care less about this election. And that's exactly the type of attitude that he had all throughout the election. So my thing was never, like I said, if Leorio could win. I believe that Leorio could win. It was more of a, will Leorio care after this? And we got our answer. He does not give a fuck. So Aluka, Killua, at the hospital, waiting to heal Gon, and you really don't see throughout this episode, I should say, throughout this arc, I should say, you really don't see too much of just how desperate Killua is. Even though we know how desperate Killua is, we don't really get to see it outside of like the beginning of the arc where Killua was like, I gotta save Gon. I'm gonna make sure that he's better. I'm gonna get him on his feet and make him say sorry and all this other stuff. Other than that, you don't really get to see how much turmoil Killua's mental state is in, simply off of everything that's going on and wanting to save Gon. And in this episode, he kind of almost breaks down when he's faced with the physical facts of Gon's condition. Even when Nanaka's by his side and about to heal him, he still breaks down just off of seeing his friend like that. You would think that he would be like kind of happy, kind of just excited. I think that's the best word. Excited to get his friend back, to heal Gon, right? You would think so. but you can see that his mind is so racked with thoughts of how much Gon is suffering and how much he's suffering because Gon is suffering, and how much he wishes Gon could be better, how much he hates that Gon had to go through this, how much he hates himself for not being able to stop Gon from going through this. You can see all of those emotions run past Killua's face when he finally sees Gon and he gets Nanaka to heal him. Everything except for happiness and excitement you see through Killua's eyes, through his facial expressions, and I love that about the show is getting that moment to see how Killua is feeling just off of his facial expression. Now, with that being said, all this stuff, all this emotional turmoil, on the table and stuff, Tsubone makes a good point, but a point that I have to play devil's advocate with, right? Which she points out that Killua has kind of like strayed from the path of the assassin, and points out that he wasn't going through this much turmoil when he was under control. He's suffered a lot more since he's broken free, which I kind of agree with, but I also heavily disagree with. Here's the reason why I kind of agree with what she's saying, right? Killua has seemed to suffer more because of his newfound freedom from the needle and stuff like that, right? He does seem to be suffering more because of it, but it's only that he seems to be suffering more. What we're seeing, what Tsubone is seeing from this microcosm of emotions that Killua's feeling out, compared to everything that he's felt throughout this entire journey, what Tsubone is seeing is Killua going through a different kind of pain. When Killua was under control of the needle and Illumi, Killua was still suffering. He just didn't know. And that's the thing. That's the thing, right? Is it better to know you're hurt? If you're bleeding or anything, or if you're bleeding or you've broken a bone or something like that, it would be good to know that you have been hurt, right? Not being able to not feel anything does not mean that you are devoid of suffering. It means that you don't know that you're suffering. So the whole path of the assassin, while it worked well for the family, it didn't exactly work well for Killua. So going back to the whole thing of him being free from the needle and Illumi, yes, he is suffering very differently from the way that he suffered when he was under the needle, right? Very true. It is definitely going to seem like he's suffering more, but in reality, he is experiencing, oh my god, that is not a hard word to say. He is experiencing a different kind of suffering that is a byproduct of the amount of love that he has for Gon. This is why the duality of that light and darkness works so well, because that is what creates a very, very well-oiled life and relationship with pretty much anybody, right? You're going to need it can't always be light, right? We've talked at length about that, and so I won't rehash it too much, but it does play a little bit into what we're seeing here. You don't have that. You don't have that kind of suffering. You don't suffer like that if you don't love somebody. You just don't. When you love somebody, it is suffering. It can be suffering. That suffering is a byproduct of love. You will suffer in some way, shape, or form just by loving somebody, whether it's a friend, wife, husband, parent, family member, whatever. You will suffer because you love somebody. That's just how it is, right? But it's not that you are. It's not like that suffering isn't worth it. That's why it's not like that suffering isn't worth it. And like I was saying during the episode, it is worth it. Yeah, he may be suffering now, but in a lot of ways, that suffering is a byproduct of not just love, but his anticipation, his worry, his care for Gon himself, right? He is a new person. He is a person now. He is not a robot, not an assassin. He is a person now. So yeah, of course, you would expect the Zoldycks, and you'd expect the Zoldyck butlers to perceive that as suffering. You were better when you weren't, when you were under our control. Of course you would, right? But there's way more nuance to it. There's so much more to it than just, oh, he looks sad, So I like the amount of emotion that went into that scene, but also I like having the commentary from Tsubone to get like a different perspective on that emotion. Like I said, I don't completely disagree with Tsubone, but I heavily disagree with it, right? So that was great. So got to heal Gon. It is a huge beacon to damn near everybody, which understandable. Gon isn't just hurt, right? He isn't just like he isn't just like on life support because he has a bunch of internal bleeding or some shit like that. No, Gon did something to his life force. Gon put like a nin restriction of some sorts on his life force. Even being a nin exorcist is not enough, because that is not something that you are supposed to come back from. Which is why I really liked it. I really liked the whole thing when they were about to heal Gon. You see how fucked up his hand is, and Killua like loses his shit because of it. What I really liked about that is that it looks so much like Netero, and kind of reminds you that Gon should not be alive. He should not have made it, he should not have made it out of that. The fact that he is still breathing and has a chance, a slim chance, it like less than 0 chance of living, is a miracle unto itself. Because when Netero looked the same way, he did not come out of that. So it's it makes sense why it was such a big beacon of power. That is not something that people are supposed to do. people aren't supposed to get to that breaking point, right? They're not supposed to go that far. So it makes sense. Plus Nanaka is extremely powerful, so they could have been noticing that too. So it's a mix of both. I think it's mostly all of the nin that was restricting Gon. I think it was all the nin basically being expelled and what's the word? Exercise. That's the word I was looking for. I think it's more or less that. So that sent out the beacon for Pariston and everybody else, which fuck that. We'll get to it. But Illumi is having a fucking meltdown. Not much to say there, but he is having a fucking meltdown. I don't know what Illumi got going on. Nigga was losing his mind. He was laughing. He was like, "I'm gonna turn it into a weapon. It's gonna be so good." And then when he sensed the power, he's like, "Oh, Subarashi." And he you know when an anime character say Subarashi, you know it's some real shit going on. You know he on some evil shit. And that's exactly what Illumi was like. He checked all the boxes. Subarashi, evil tone, hair defying the laws of physics. Oh yeah, that's first ballot Hall of Fame evil nigga. Yeah, that's it right there. So it's Illumi is a treat to watch. But you know who is truly a treat to watch? Pariston. I've said this a bunch of times. I'll say it again, so get used to it. I hate Pariston, but god damn it, I love that nigga, bro. He is that character, right? Pariston seems to be that character that you would have expected to get so much more early, or so much earlier than the last couple of episodes of the show, right? Or the season, whatever you want to call this batch. It's like 100 and something episodes. It's not a batch. Point being, Pariston is not the kind of character, villain, whatever you want to classify him as, antagonist. Pariston is not the type of antagonist that you would introduce at the very end. Not to say that it was a mistake to introduce Pariston at the end. What I'm saying is that Pariston is a character that when you do get introduced to him at the end, such as we did here, you want more of him. You kind of wish that he were introduced in like episode 30 something, where we'd be like, "Oh, I bet Pariston, he's such a dick, but he's so smart." You know, that's what I kind of expect from Pariston. But back on topic, he is a fantastic character, a fantastic foil, I should say, to whoever the fuck he feels like being a foil to that day. That's what makes him great. I touched on it a little bit in the last discussion, but this is what I think is so great about Pariston. So I'll say it again: is that since Pariston is pretty much just like Netero and Jing, only Jing and Netero have a different way of life, Pariston acts as the opposite side of that coin, meaning that he is just as, and I've said this on, I think it was JoJo that I said this while watching, and it rings true here, is that a good antagonist has the same characteristics as the protagonist, and Pariston fits that to a T. He has the same characteristics as the protagonist, being Jing and Netero in this situation at least. Only he's a different person. He's a different kind of person. He still does it simply to have fun and shit. And you know, seeing how his mind worked kind of also reminded me of how Jing's worked. At the beginning of this arc, we had a moment where Jing proved himself as a hunter by, like, well, not even fighting, just by the way he was thinking, his mental processing and his thought process, right? And so it's cool that at the end of this arc, you get Pariston basically doing the same thing. How'd you do that? How did you come up with that plan? How did you predict that Gon would come back and Leorio would be like, "Oh, I don't give a fuck anymore"? How did you predict all that? And Pariston, being the kind of guy that he is, which is very similar to Jing, he does the exact same thing. He says, "Oh, I don't know," and then proceeds to explain it in detail on like what steps he used, or what steps he took note of in order to turn the tables, I guess, turn the tides of war in this election, I guess you could say. So it really cool. I really like Pariston. I think that I think he is a fantastic character. He's a fantastic addition to this show. Now, the reunion. It is wonderful to get going back. Not only was it wonderful to get going back, but the raw emotion that you get to see, like, not raw emotion in the way of like they're bawling their eyes out, and I mean, he kind of was, you know, Leorio kind of was, and other people were too. Moral was, you know, not raw emotion like that, but like just good buddies raw emotion, right, of seeing your friends okay, and you're like, oh shit, oh well, butter my biscuits and call me Dixie. Jeff, how the fuck are you doing? You know, like that type of raw emotion of seeing your friend again, right? So seeing Leorio go through that type of thing, of seeing Gon back, and he's like, all right, bro, that's my dog. I don't give a fuck about none of this right now. And he goes to embrace Gon, and it's like this mid-air Air Jordan type of hug that I've never seen in my life. Join, like, the Golden State Warriors need you right now. I promise you they do. It's all just fucking wonderful to see. It's truly one of the best scenes. I'm not being hyperbolic when I say this. It is one of the best scenes of the show, just off of how much it meant to everybody. So I really liked the just the energy of that scene, I guess you could say. Now, two things to talk about here, which I don't know which one to like hit on first, but I'll just pick one. Which, two things to talk about. One, Gon has to speak to his dad. He has to have a conversation with his dad. And while I don't expect to get the full scope of things, like who's my mom, and like I don't think he'll ask those questions. And even if he does, I don't think Jing would give him the answers. But he does need to have a conversation with him. If anything, tell Gon about yourself. That's if anything, tell Gon about yourself. You don't have to tell Gon about his ancestry, or like what you have planned for him or anything, like, even though all that shit would be fantastic. I would love for you to give us information on that. But if you can't do that, tell Gon about yourself. What is your goals in life? What's your mission? What are some fucking adventures that you've been on with friends? How did those adventures affect you? What does you know, like, what is your overall goal? Like, what do you plan on doing? What are you chasing? What are you trying to find? You know, like, why do you keep running? Like, let's get all of that out there, right? You don't have to give him the classified documents of your life, but I would love for Jing to simply give him a story. That's about it. So I would like that, to finally get that conversation. But the second thing I want to talk about is how much, and this is probably like the last thing, but how different Gon is, right? Now, in this episode, or in that last scene, Gon does not seem different at all. He seems like the same Gon that we've known for the past 145 episodes. That's Gon, right? Genuine as fuck, right? But you don't go through something like that without the way you see life changing. if Gon came out of that and simply said, "Oh great, I'm back. I'm me again. We're good. Time to be gone again," right? Like, no, that wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. And I don't think that Killua would let him get past that, right? I don't think Killua would let him do that to himself, run himself back into a corner by becoming the same person that he was before. No. If anything, Gon should have been changed by this. Mentally. The way that Gon sees life now has to be completely different. Maybe not completely different. That's a little much. But the way that Gon sees life, his life, and life in general has to change. That's why when Killua was explaining what he wanted to do for Gon when he was in his coma, that's why I fucked with that so much, because Killua was playing on like holding Gon accountable for his actions, which is something that he should do. Like I said, Gon's entire life, or Gon's entire mental what's the word? Mental health. No, fuck. What am I thinking? Gon's entire thought process, Gon's entire way of life has to change. It has to change. It has to have change, right? Or he has to be considering change, something like that, right? Because like I said, you don't go through something like that and just be like, okay, well, back to being the sunshine of everybody's life. No, you don't. You know, that's not me saying that Gon has to be like super dark and brooding all the time, but Gon has to live life a little bit different. Not as trusting, not as ignorant, not as, not as childish. All words and phrases that have negative denotations to them, negative connotations to them, but the denotations to those words tell you all that Gon has to work on. So I'm hoping for the best when it comes to that. I'm hoping that Gon is held accountable for what he's put himself through. If anything, hold yourself accountable for what you've put yourself through. Whether or not Jing is going to help with that outlook on life, who knows? I doubt it, but I also wouldn't be surprised if he gave some pretty sage advice. I don't know. I expect, after all this, I expect more from Gon. That's just the best way I could put it. I expect more from Gon now. So yeah, really fantastic episode. Loved the reunion stuff, and now in this next episode we might just get the conversation that I've been waiting for so goddamn long. This is gonna be good. This is going to be really good. I cannot wait to hear what Jing has to say. He might just run away, actually. I would be pissed if he ran away. Like, if Jing was like, oh shit, nigga, I would turn this fuck ass show off, and I would never watch it again. I would be so fucking pissed. I'd be so pissed if he did that. I don't think he will, though. I think we will have a legitimate conversation. I hope. So great episode. Glad to have Gon back. Once again, kind of wish we had Kurapika here. That would be nice. I don't want to say Kurapika didn't get enough screen time in this show, because Leorio barely got any, and Kurapika got like a whole arc to himself. So I can't complain too much. But Kurapika being like probably my favorite character out of the three, I would have liked to get more of him. Like I said though before, it's most likely that Kurapika will have his own thing coming up in the manga, or whatever chapters are like next in the manga. What chapter does this constitute at? Like this episode right now, what chapter does this constitute as? And like what, like when do you get more Kurapika in the manga? I might skip to that. Regardless, great episode. So with all that being said, if you haven't already, subscribe, like, comment, all the other stuff. You're just a lurker, I appreciate you too. If you have any requests, whether it be more Hunter x Hunter or something totally different, the best place to put or to send that in is always my social media link's going to be in the description below, or you could comment, that's cool too. If you want these episodes early, you can subscribe to my Patreon, link's going to be in the description for that. I appreciate everybody that is subscribed to the Patreon. Y'all are fucking amazing. And we have a Discord if you want to talk more Hunter x Hunter or whatever we're watching on the channel. So with all that being said, let me get my off button ready. There it is. You all stay amazing, stay safe, and take care of yourselves.